Hello, my name is Ev Ramadan from Vincent Music, and today we'll be looking at learning rhythms. So it's relatively easy, or it's much easier at least, to know a rhythm if you've played it a bunch, or you've had someone else say it to you, or you've heard it a lot. But how do we get to a point where we can just see a rhythm and know what it sounds like in our heads? So let's start with how we want to look at that rhythm. And we'll start with a relatively easy rhythm. So let's say we have these 4 semiquavers here. We know what 4 semiquavers sound like. They're all in a row, the same amount. And if you repeated this over and over again, it would be ticka, 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 ticka. Or there's 4 of them. So you could think of it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the smallest amount of notes. It's the only kind of note in this rhythm. What if we got rid of one of these semiquavers? So we then had a rhythm of 1 quaver and 2 semiquavers. Now, if we had never come across this rhythm before and we didn't know how to read it, what we would do is we would think, well, we know what 4 semiquavers sounds like because it's just evenly spread notes. And so we imagine that this other semiquaver is here. So semiquavers are our smallest division of note, and we want to imagine the ones where they're not there. So in practice, this would be, in your head, you would be thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, just like you have the semiquavers, but you would only say or play 1, 3, and 4. Make sense? So, in your head you would be thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But you would be thinking 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. And that's how we get these rhythms. So, we always want to be thinking, what is the smallest kind of note in our set of notes? Let's take a look at, we're going to pretend we're in 3/8, and we're going to have this rhythm. So, what is the smallest kind of note in this rhythm? Which we can see, that's a dotted quaver, by the way. So what is the smallest kind of note in this rhythm? It's a semiquaver. And so, if all of it were semiquavers, how many semiquavers would we have? We'd have 6. And so, how many semiquavers are in one dotted quaver? 3. And then these are all semiquavers as well, 1 each. And so, we would think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, if we just think the continuous semiquavers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's what will be going in our heads. And then we will only say 1, 4, 5, and 6. And then 2 and 3, we will think silently. So 1, 4, 5, 6, 1, 4, 5, 6, 1, 4, 5, 6, 1, 4, 5, 6, etc. Now, let's do that with another rhythm in 3/8. Let's do so this rhythm is 3 semiquavers, a quaver, and then another semiquaver. So, what's our smallest kind of note in this rhythm? Semiquavers. And then let's number them out in a row. So this is 1, 2, 3, and then here we have our quaver, which is 4 and 5. The 5 is little, so we're not going to say it. And then 6. So, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what will be going on in our heads. But we will not say 5 because that's the one that's missing. So we would think 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Alright, so I'm going to put up one more, and then I want you to have a go, have a pause at figuring out, and then I will say what the rhythm is, and we'll see if we got it right. So that rhythm is so this is a semiquaver, a dotted quaver, and then 2 more semiquavers. So pause the video, figure out where our semiquavers will go, all of our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'll come back and talk it through. Alright, now we have unpaused the video, I am back, and I'm going to go through what all of these are. So we have our 1, and then this starts on 2, and then we have our little 3, 4, and then 5, 6. So the rhythm is 1, 2, 5, 6, 1, 1, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2, 5, 6, 1, 2, 5, 6, etc. So let's put a few rhythms together, because we've been doing one cell, one type of rhythm, and now I'm repeating it. So let's do a slightly longer thing. Let's have a whole bar of 4, 4, and let's do Alright, let's start relatively simple. So, remember, what is our smallest kind of note in here? Still semiquavers, but still working with semiquavers. So, let's figure out where, and we're still going to think in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4 for each beat. So, this has got our 1, 2, 3, 4, this has got our 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Even though this only has quavers, this one here, because it's in the context of a whole bunch of semiquavers, we want to keep those ticking throughout to make sure that we don't lose a beat, or we accidentally play them too fast or something like that. So, let's, I want you to have a pause, try and figure out where all of these are, where our 1, 2, 3, 4s go, and then we'll say the rhythm. Alright, so I'm going to write down where our 1, 2, 3, 4s go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. Alright, so you will keep the 1, 2, 3, 4 going in your head. I will not say all of the 1, 2, 3, 4s, I will just say what the rhythm will sound like. So it would be 1, tika ti ti tika ti ha ti ti. Make sense? Alright, so let's do one where we're changing. So before we looked at 6, 8. We looked in 3, 8 in compound time in order to get our set of 6 semiquavers. But remember that in 4, 4, when we have triplets, that's a little bit like just putting compound time into simple time, into 4, 4. So, if we had, a set of triplets, that would be like if we had just, a bar of 3, 8 as well. For reference, that's how we translate between like the triplets, so they're not quite as scary. But let's say we had to go between them. Now we get something a little bit trickier. That's So let's say we had a rhythm like this. So here we need to be able to go through between our 3s and our 4s. So let's start by practicing just going between 3 and 4. So we'll start with saying, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 in time with the claps. So I will start and then I'd like you to join me. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now I'm just going to clap. And then I want you to have a go at saying the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 on your own. Alright, so now we've gotten a little bit of the hang of thinking between 3 and 4. Let's start thinking of how we're going to break this rhythm down. So this still has our 3, so we could go 3, 4, but here we add some semiquavers at the end. So we're thinking between 3, 4 and 6, but 6 is just double 3. Let's try thinking between 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has a similar feel if you think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you just think as if it's 1, 2, 3, but it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's have a go of doing that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so now let's look at breaking down this rhythm. I want you to have a pause and figure out where our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, our 1, 2, 3, 4s, and our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6s go here, so then we can know what will be going on in our heads. Alright, welcome back. Now we are going to put in where these are. So you could think of this as just 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is just a straight set of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, if you didn't have this here, have a go at just saying this rhythm on its own, now knowing where our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6s and 1, 2, 3, 4s are. Alright, so now I will say this rhythm, to make sure that we've all got it correct. Ta 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 ticka ticka ta ticka ta ta ticka. Alright, fantastic. Now let's have a look at another rhythm. So if you have a look at this rhythm, what is the smallest kind of note in this rhythm? It's demi-semiquavers. So in our demi-semiquavers, how many of those will we have in each beat here? You'll have 8. So each beat will need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. By the way, because 7 is 2 syllables, you'll want to think of it as sev instead of seven, just so we have the right number of syllables when we're thinking. But yeah, so I want you to have a go at putting in where all of the subdivisions, all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 go, and then have a go at saying the rhythm, keeping that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 going in your head. Alright, have a pause. And so coming back, this is where they go. We have 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, to say this rhythm without all of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it sounds like T, T, ticka, T, T, ticka, ta, is how that rhythm sounds. And remember, even if the piece is meant to go much faster than that, if you learn it slowly, it's easier to kick it up a little bit faster each day, so then you still have the context of what it is in your head. Let's do one more. We're going to have a different context. So far we've all been working in relatively normal time signatures, but let's say we had 5/8. Now 5/8 is often split into, you either think of it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can tell because in the music it will either look, it depends on where basically the beaming goes. It will either look like that, or it will look like this, which sounds like the same rhythm. It's just 5 quavers, but it depends on how it's grouped as to how the composer wants you to think about it. So, let's start with a relatively simple rhythm. Let's start with this rhythm here. This could be grouped as either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But let's work out what is our smallest kind of note in here. A quaver. So if this were the only things in this section, we would just be thinking in quavers. Let's figure out how many quavers, where our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes. I'll give you a moment, have a pause. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll be 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Let's make a slightly more complex rhythm in here. Let's say we had this rhythm. What is the smallest kind of note? A semiquaver. So now let's work out how many semiquavers are in each of these here. Take a pause. Alright, so our semiquavers are split 1, this is a quaver, so it's got another 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here we have, because this is clearly split 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have a go at saying this rhythm. If you didn't get this set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, have a go at saying the rhythm while keeping the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And remember, they're all the same amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. So yeah, take a pause, have a go at that. Alright, so now I'm going to say that rhythm and see whether you got it correct. T ticka T ta T ticka ta T T ticka ta T T ticka ta T. Alright, so today we've gone through looking at how to break down rhythms so we know what they sound like in our heads. So remember, figure out what the smallest type of note is, whether that's quaver, semiquaver, demi-semiquaver, sometimes a crotchet, and then figure out how many of those go into each note, where they all fall in the beat or the bar, and have that going in your head constantly. We call that subdivision, having that always going in your head, so then you can figure out exactly where they go. And if you have to sort of go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then whisper them in order to figure out what the rhythm should sound like, and then slowly get rid of those, that's a great way to learn rhythm. So yeah, Thank you, and have fun learning those rhythms.